Hi honeys, and welcome back to Video Jug Beauty and my series Celebeauties. Today I'm going to be showing you this amazing Rihanna look with a fuchsia pink lip and beautiful flicked blue eyeliner with all my tips and tricks, so stay tuned. Oh Nana, what's my name? What's my name? Oh yeah. Okay, so we've already prepped and primed the model's skin with moisturiser. Now I'm going to go straight in with foundation. For this look, I'm going to be using the Ben Nye. This is the HD Media Pro Foundation palette. So my model's got really good skin and we don't want to cover it too much so it looks like a mask. So this makeup looks great on camera, so it's going to look amazing in real life. And this is in the palette, this is the Global Sheer Foundation. So this is great for all different kind of skin colours and tones. So I'm actually going to be mixing some colours together just to get that perfect look. So I'm going to be using this foundation brush and we're just going to mix some colours together to get the perfect tone. So I'm going to be using a darker colour foundation on the outer part of the face, and Rihanna's look had more of a lifted lighter colour under the eye and in the centre of the face. So by doing this we're actually creating an illusion that the face is more three-dimensional. So all around the outside of the face we're taking it darker, and you don't really need to be blending this out too much because we're going to do that after with our beauty blender. So you really want to work this into the hairline as well. So you really want to blend that foundation in on the neck. That's how you're going to get rid of that mask look. You know how some girls have the mask? Okay, so I'm now going to choose a lighter, warmer colour for the centre part of the face out of the same palette. I'm going to hit under the eyes. Again, as you can see, I'm not worrying too much about blending. You just want to get the colour on, covered on the face. Also hit a little bit on the top of the head as well, just above the centre of the eyebrows, where the little smile lines are, and then on the chin. And I'm also just going to run some just down the centre of the nose. Okay, so I'm now going to use the Beauty Blender. You've probably seen this in my other videos. This is great for blending out the makeup. So basically it comes a lot smaller. You submerge it in water until it sort of plumps up, and then you wring the remaining water out. It shouldn't even really be wet, it's literally like damp. And we're just going to bounce this all over the face. So this is going to blend in all them colours. And because it hasn't got any harsh edges or lines, it's great for blending. And you don't want any harsh lines where the lighter colour and the darker colour meet. So you want it to literally merge. So you're just highlighting the planes of the face. Okay, so we're going to powder straight away to make sure that the cream foundation doesn't slip and slide all over the skin. For this I'm going to be using a little powder puff. This is by Pam Cosmetics, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Loose Matte Powder. So this is more of a yellowy colour, so it's not going to make the skin look ashy. So we're going to go over all the lighter parts of the face. This is going to eliminate any shine as well. So I'm literally using a patting motion, or you can also roll. So you're really compacting that powder into that cream foundation. You want to get right under the eyes as well so it stops that creasing, because that's where the cream can sit in most. Normally the smile lines and then the creases under the eyes, so you really want to powder that well. And at this point I'm also going to powder over the eyes. The eyes are going to generate a lot of oils, which means that that will break down the eyeshadow. So by using a matte face powder, that puts a great start to the eye makeup, just so everything's going to hold. So for the outer part of the face, we're going to powder with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Neutral. This is in medium deep and I'm using a large fluffy brush. So I'm just going to swirl this now over the outer part of the face, so everywhere we put the darker colour. And you just want to do this with a really light hand, and I'm also taking it up onto the cheekbone area. This is great for giving you a little bit of a subtle tan, the mineralised powders. It's got a slight sheen to it, so it actually looks like skin. It's not too matte, which I really like. So for this look, Rihanna just had a slight hint of like a peach colour on the cheek. So I'm just going to go in with this colour here. This is a perfect, just a real natural peachy flush. And you want to build this up gradually. So we're just going to take it slightly on the apples. And it just helps to make the cheek look a little more youthful and brighter as well. With this look, it's all about the eyeliner and the lips, so you don't want to go too heavy on the cheek. Okay, so I'm now going to take the matte colours. This is in the colour Shroom, and it's like a really nice, very soft, subtle shimmer, like a sheen. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and we're just going to lightly dust this all over the lid. So I don't want the colour to be too dense, literally just a nice wash. It's just almost highlighting the whole eye. And all the products I'm using in the look will be in the description bar, so you can go and check out exactly what we've used to create this look. Also just going to tap this under the eyebrow on the bone as well, just to slightly highlight and give that a little lift. So for this look on Rihanna, she had a beautiful eyeliner. This is the Makeup Forever Professional little palette. It's the Black Tango palette, and these are cream colours. So basically they're going to stay on the eye, they're waterproof, they're very dark, they're all got just a tint of colour, and these are perfect for making your eyeshadows stay on your eyes. So I'm also going to be using the Illamasqua. This is the angle brush. I love this brush, it's so compact and you get such an amazing edge with it as well. So we're just going to dip this into the cream. This is like the bluey black colour in the little palette, this one here. So the eyeliner flick that Rihanna had was quite thick, so I'm just going to start from the middle and I'm just sweeping it up, so from the lash line up till I get the thickness that I desire. And then I'm just going to work my way out. When I get to the edge of the eye, I'm then going to come back in and do the inner part. These creams are so easy to work with as well. I love them. So for doing a winged eyeliner, so that you get the points exactly the same on each side, a great tip is to use a light coloured pencil. These are just ones by NARS. I normally put these in the waterline to make the eyes look bigger. You can use a white colour or you can use a more of the skin colour. And I'm actually just going to put a little marker where I want the end of the flick to go. So Rihanna's was quite flicky, so I'm going to pop that there. And the reason why I'm using the lighter colour is so it's easier to rub away because it's more like a flesh colour. So at the same time, I'm actually going to line these up. Now if you was to be really technical and you wanted them exact, like maybe for an editorial shoot or you just really wanted them perfect, you could actually take a little bit of cotton and you could hold it in a line across the eye so that you knew where it would come, and you could measure again how high up it came. So that would be a great way to, or even you could take like a piece of paper or something with a really straight edge to get it symmetrical. I'm just going to do mine by eye and wing it. I like to start from where I want the flick to end, and then I like to come in, but you can do it whichever way you feel most comfortable. And just take your time on eyeline. So now we've joined the top up, I'm now going to take the eyeliner down on the lower part of the lash line. And you're literally just joining it up. And then all I'm going to do now is just thicken this line up. And this is really just a base, so you don't have to get it too perfect because we are going to go over with shadow after. So we're now just going to do the exact same on the other eye. Okay, so over the top of the blue eyeliner, I'm now just going to pack in some shadow. This is the Urban Decay, this is the black palette, and I'm going to be using the Sabbath colour, which is a beautiful blue sparkly colour. So just taking a little eyeshadow brush, we're going to tap off the excess. And I'm just going to pack this down over the top. This is just going to give it super duper staying power, and it's also just going to soften the line slightly. By layering up the products, it's going to make the makeup stay on a lot longer, and it just gives a nice sort of two-tone effect. So onto lashes. For the lashes, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal False Lash Flutter, and I'm going to be using this really tiny little mascara wand. Now this is one that we use on shoots, on models, it's just for hygiene reasons, but this one is super small. So my model's got really tiny lashes and they're really naturally curly, which is gorgeous, but I don't want to get any of the mascara on the top lid. So we're going to use this tiny little mascara wand. Here's one that's like a normal size. So the little ones are normally used for the lower lashes, but you can use them for the tops as well. I'm just going to run this through the top of the lashes first. So curly, I love them. If you had straight lashes, you could curl the eyelashes first. And then I'm just going to lift the eye and wiggle that up. So I'm just popping the mascara on the lower lashes now. Okay, so onto lips. I'm going to be using a lip liner first, just to line the lips, just to give a nice outline. And this is a Look Beauty lip liner. It's in the colour Petal Nude. So this is a little bit lighter than the lipstick I'm going to be using, but it's just going to give a nice base. So Rihanna has very full lips, and this is a great summer look. So we're just going to finish, you just have to roughly do that, you don't have to get it too perfect. So now onto the lipstick. I'm going to be using the Rimmel. This is by Kate Moss. It's from her collection, and it's in the colour 20, and it's a beautiful bright fuchsia colour. So great for spring, summer. Such a fun colour. And I'm going to apply this all over the lip. Using the lighter colour lip liner as well also helps to get a true colour of lipstick. Sometimes if you use a darker lip liner, you can actually make the lipstick more darker and a little more dull. So I'm just using the brush to put the lipstick on the lip line and then filling in the lips. So for bright colours, it's a great idea to use a lip brush so you get more of a precise lip line. And you get more of a professional application as well, really working the lipstick into the lips and the skin. Okay, so now onto the brows. I'm going to fill in the brows using the MAC, and this is in the colour Lingering. This is the brow pencil. It's the one that twists up. And I'm just going to lightly fill in the areas that we're missing, just so that it's very natural. Rihanna's brows in this look is very natural, not too harsh. You don't want to pull your eye away from the eyeliner or the lips. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Remembering not to do the exact same, you want to again just only focus on the sparser areas. No two brows are the same, so you're going to have to pencil in areas differently on each side to make them symmetrical. So I hope this video helps you to create the perfect Rihanna look. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget you can subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with all my new uploads of videos, and we'll see you in the next video, honeys. Bye!